So in part 12 we're going to continue to Bilibin Barricade. I don't know if you guys remember, but that's for they had all those wooden crates blocking the path to Kolima Forest. And in the orders of Lord McCoy. Because anyone who went close to or into the Kolima Forest got to turn into trees because of Tret and monsters again. I'm just going to flee here. And you're just wanna keep going east till you get to the barricade, and here in the barricade you wanna use move to move this crate. And as you can tell, there are trees over there, and I believe they used to be guards, or they could have just been regular villagers. I don't remember. So you just wanna go north here, and we're in Kolima Forest right now. And if you notice the sparkling light all around the forest, that's actually Tret's synergy. He has unleashed his synergy throughout the whole forest, so anyone who enters automatically turns into a tree, or gets turned into a tree. And that's what he's doing right now. He's trying to turn our 4 characters into trees, because we have entered his forest. And besides, he's very angry because the lumberjacks have been cutting down the trees in the forest. Thus, it has made him very weak. But fortunately for our the 4 characters here, since they all have synergy, and the Jinns, their own power protects them from Tret's magic. And you can tell by the representation of their synergy, which here they're turned into barriers, protecting them from Tret's magic. And they're all still alive. Yes. And apparently none of them know what those fields were, except Ivan. But I actually think the Jinns have something to do with it. Because the Jinns granted them even more power. And they're like guardians, they're helping them in their journey. Okay, they're all up now. Those barriers. We thought that the synergy was only used when we concentrate, right? And apparently they had to focus so hard to use their synergy, but as I mentioned before, I don't really think it was the synergy that saved them. It's probably the powers from the Jinns. So according to Ivan, certain synergy acts only when it's needed. So that doesn't make any sense, really. I'm pretty sure the Jinns were responsible for the barriers, and apparently they couldn't control that. Yeah, I think it was the Jinns. I mean, later on in the game there are some Jinns, like when you use them they create a barrier, and they increase either your attack or your defense. And there's Tret's magic again. He's trying so hard to turn us into trees, but he can't. And the barriers, again, they're protecting us. And there's actually 2 trees in Kolima Forest. One of them is Laurel and the other one is Tret. And of course, each one of them is a Venus adept. Well, not an adept, but they have Venus moves, synergy moves. But you don't really battle Laurel. You do battle Tret though. And of course, as I mentioned before, Tret is so angry because the lumberjacks, they came into the forest and they cut down all the trees, making him weak. And that is why he's turning everyone into trees. And he's just full of anger. And besides turning humans into trees, another power is that these trees have, they can actually see what's going on in another part of the world, or in Golden Sun. So right now we're going to see Tret, well, Laurel and Tret. So you just wanna keep going up here, and you wanna move this way. I think, yeah, it's that log here. Battle. And most of the monsters here aren't really that powerful. So after you defeat Saturus, you should be, you shouldn't be able. I mean, your level should be fine to battle most of the monsters here. And you're gonna be moving a lot of logs here too. And another B. So, oh, not a critical. 19 experience points. So I just want to move this log here. And just keep going. And there's another log here. There's something in this tree. Remember those catching beads we equipped? Well, this is what you need it for. You could actually, if you equipped it, you could use the move catch. And if you see anything that you can't reach, you should be able to get it. So that's why the catching beads are useful. And monsters. Okay, so there's going to be a little puzzle here. So you're gonna be moving a lot of logs. And you have to move this one down, and yep, just keep going. And keep going north. There's another puzzle here. And I believe you have to move the log to that way, and this other one. Well, you have to get the log to the other side, because you wanna jump to the opposite side. And the only way to do so is by moving this log. So that's what I'm going to do now. And all I have to do now is just jump. Oh yeah, you're gonna encounter a lot of these drone beasts. They don't offer that much experience, so I would just flee. I'm just gonna keep attacking. And they are very weak. So you just keep going north and then to this side. And another monster. And it's a troll. This is probably the most powerful monster you're gonna encounter in Kolima Forest. And only 30 experience points. And finally we reach the dam. First thing you want to do when you get here, you want to click the switch, or you want to flip it. So all the water gets drained out. And now you're able to move all the logs. And before we continue, there's actually a treasure chest you could get here. So just follow me on this. So the first thing you want to do is move this log. And then this one. And then that one. And finally that one. And you want to move this to the other side. What was it? I think it was that side. I can't remember the exact order of the puzzle. And that one you have to move down. And I have to move the other log back up again. And move this log back down. And we're set. Now, what you want to do is you want to go back and flip the switch again. And the water should be back. And all the logs are floating now. So you're able to jump on top of them and get to the other side where the treasure chest is. And I believe it was a fur coat, I don't remember. Yeah, it's a fur coat. So you just give it to whoever has the lowest defense. And I believe that will be Ivan. And now if you want to reset the puzzle, what you have to do is just get out and then come back. And the logs will be where they were when you first got into the dam. So right now all you have to do is to continue, you just move one log. And I believe is, wait, no, I think it was 2 logs you had to move. Oh yeah, it was that one. That's all you have to do. And just flip the switch and the water should be back. And now you could just jump over the logs and you should be able to reach Tret and Laurel. Now you don't actually have to speak to Laurel, but if you want to get some background story as to what's going on, you may. And according to Laurel, Tret is about to die and the whole forest is going to die with him. And that's all she says pretty much. I'm gonna mind read Tret, see what he says. He will not speak to you. I control all in Tret's realm. So judging by the dialogue, it's not really Tret that's turning the villagers into trees, but it's something else. I'm gonna use mind read, see if I could get anything else. Nope. Just like someone else in his behalf is speaking, which is not Tret. So before I forget, there's actually a djinn inside Tret. Oh, it's a Jupiter djinn. I don't remember the name, but yeah, there's one Jupiter djinn. So you just want to go up this vine here. And I don't know what those are, but I think there might be spider eggs or shells. Or maybe leaves. But you can only jump on it once. If you jump on it twice, you'll fall down. You have to get back up again. And the monster series is a spider, drone beast, there's also trolls, and what else? What other monsters were there? Like this skull, I forgot the name. Like in Kolima Forest, well, we are in Kolima Forest, but inside Trets, the monsters aren't really that powerful either. So if you want to train, I don't think this area is really that great. He's gonna attack. And I believe the gym was in the other side. So we're gonna have to jump here. See, every time I jump, whatever the item is, I think it's a leaf, it breaks. And no monsters again. I'm just gonna flee. I think the djinn should be here. Nope. No djinn. So you just wanna keep going up. I think he's either in the left side or the right side, where the branches end. Let's see if there's anything here. Nope, it's a dead end. So let's go back. And just keep going. Well, this video is almost over. So in our next video, we'll find the Jupiter djinn I was talking about, and hopefully we will battle Tret. So stay tuned.